morning, YouTube. Arizona RE here. Out for a brisk ride this morning. It's Sunday morning, and Happy New Year. I'm going to meet some acquaintances of mine. Are also bike riders, fellow bike riders, motorcycle riders. I'm going to go meet up with them for lunch, and then possibly we'll get to meet up with a fellow motovlogger here in Tucson, Mr. One Down, Four Up. So hang in. I knew I was going to be on these crappy roads, so I firmed up my tires a little bit before we left. Glad we did. Doesn't improve my ride, but it definitely improves the handling. It is nice out though. I'm not doing any more Rob's weather updates. Last time I did that, we ended up with a week of weather that was worse than his. No more. So, coming up here to meet some friends for lunch. They're coming in from out of town. And I'm not going to bother mentioning their names, and I won't put them on video or anything like that. I'll go ahead and tell you folks right now, they're part of a local motorcycle club. Now, they're not an outlaw motorcycle club. Of course, I doubt any of the known outlaw motorcycle clubs would ever admit to being an outlaw motorcycle club. So, yeah, I can already hear the eyes rolling already. But I figured I'd go ahead and talk about motorcycle clubs real quick. You know, just like everything, there's a potential for abuse, and you have your outlaw motorcycle clubs that have really, a lot of those types have given motorcyclists a bad name over the years. And those clubs now, many of the clubs have evolved and have sub-chapters and charters and things like that, to where it's not just the old grizzly-looking Harley guys associated with the most famous of the motorcycle clubs. But, you know, you have street bike clubs and stuff like that now, and they are indeed outlaw gangs, outlaw clubs that you know, cause problems for folks in different communities and things like that. And it ends up giving all motorcyclists a bad name. You know what, man? These tire snakes are pretty slick right now. I can feel it. Whew. I think those tire snakes may have a little bit of ice or condensation on them. Anyhow, this particular motorcycle club is a group of guys that they're all on the up and up. None of them are drug users, alcohol abusers, or anything like that. They're on the up and up. They get together mostly for charity work and things like that. They do a lot of good work. And these guys, you know, when talking to them, I've never been part of a motorcycle club, and I actually don't have any desire to. I have enough hierarchy and structure in my life that I don't see the need for something like that. But in talking to these fellas, you know, some of them are really close friends of mine, and I ask them about that. You know, hey, so what's the deal with being beholden to another group of guys like that? I mean, you have your family, you have your job. Many of these guys were military members. You know, so what drives you to do that? And what they tell me is brotherhood. So, speaking about the lawful motorcycle clubs, we're going to talk about brotherhood. Now, I'm part of a group of riders called the Southern Arizona Royal Enfield. But really all we ever do is we get together, drink coffee, and go for a ride. I wouldn't consider that a motorcycle club. We don't have a three-piece patch or a prospecting that you have to do and then get patched into the club. We don't have any kind of organized structure like that. We don't collect dues or raise money for anything. We just get together and go for rides. So I was discussing the idea of brotherhood and their brotherhood to them. And, you know, it sort of makes sense, I suppose, especially if you feel isolated in the community at large, that you find comfort surrounding yourself with people who do have similar ideas to you. Not that that makes you closed-minded, you know, because if you're doing it the right way and for the right reasons, it's just nice to take a break from the rest of the community where you constantly feel perhaps like you're at odds, or you just see things differently. And it's kind of nice to have that place you can go to where everyone sort of sees eye to eye. You don't have to guess. And I guess that's what makes me sort of understand what that brotherhood is about. Now, you know, will I ever be part of a motorcycle club? Doubt it. Man, I've got barely enough time to commit to paying attention to my family like I should, and engaging the hobbies and things like that I like to do. And of course, you know, work is always putting a dent in everything. That's my main obstacle to almost everything, is the fact that I have to go to work to pay for this comfortable life that I live. Look at me chasing shadow. I'm almost on top of them. Not that I'm not a big boy, but my shadow right now, because of all the layers I have on and the hoodie that's wrapped around my neck, I kind of resemble my shadow kind of resembles a bloated tick. Yeah, the bloated tick. But you know what? I'm pretty comfortable riding right now. I've got my insulated hoodie. I've got my armor plate underneath or over top of that, and then I have my A2 bomber's jacket left over with my Royal Enfield patch on it, and got some glove liners underneath my my regular insulated riding gloves. Insulated socks. I got my riding boots on, and I've got jeans with the armor panels in them. And I got to tell you something. I actually feel pretty good right now. My shield, it's dry enough out that my shield isn't even fogging up that much while I'm talking and riding. So that's a good thing. What a beautiful day for a ride. And of course, the cool air is keeping my bike, keeping the motor nice and cool. She's feeling peppy. I'm clipping along at 55 miles an hour here, and it doesn't even feel like it. Love it. Oh, I remember that spot. At least they patched up the potholes, but man, they didn't bother to smooth it out too good. Of course, wouldn't you know it too? Coming up here to meet these fellas, and they all have 1 to 2 liter bikes. I think the smallest bike that will be here will probably be a 1200. And it just figures, I haven't cleaned my bike, I don't know, a couple weeks at least, maybe a month. I haven't cleaned my bike because I've been catching some of the riding in some of the after rain, post rain roads, so I haven't bothered cleaning them up. And on top of that, I lubed my chain the other day because riding around in the wet. So now I've got chain fleeing on top of all the road grime and everything I've been riding in. Oh, and most of these guys they have these luxury bikes, Cadillac bikes. Ooh, man, this cold weather definitely makes it fun. I hardly ever open the throttle past 50%, and especially in the summertime, I try to really take it easy, keep the RPMs up, keep that oil flow moving a little bit better, but wowzers. This morning, it's really, really easy to lean on that throttle. The bike just feels really, really chippy. I dare say if there's another Enfield out here, this one will be looking for a challenge. Not really. One of those 10 speeds with a lawnmower engine hooked up to it? Oh yeah, no, we'd flog them all day long. Wonder if this one's working. If it is, that would be great because it's in the sun. Alright. I'll keep you guys with me while I get some gas. Just like everything else. Just like when you get your dick in your hand, someone surely calls you on the phone.
Mobile app today. Play.
All right. Time for me to check. Oh, we're in a tunnel. You know what that means? Oh yeah, that's right, rev bomb. Ha ha ha. Oh, you gotta love it.